Bom dia. Welcome back. I'm walking by the Santa Maria Fort here in Porto de Baja. I'm starting my long daily walk. I think I'm going to walk to the neighborhood of Rio Vermelho. Rio Vermelho means Red River. It's low tide this morning. You can see the rocks. By the afternoon, they'll all be covered, and there'll be the surf splashing up over this wall and onto the sidewalk. It takes me about 1 hour to walk from here, Porto de Baja, to Rio Vermelho, and another hour to walk back. And then I'll hang out in Rio Vermelho for maybe an hour, so it'll be a total of 3 hours, my daily walk. There is the Baja Farol, the Baja Lighthouse, and looks like there's some kind of religious gathering. Today is Sunday, evangelical. I'll keep my personal comments to myself about that. But anyway, as always, there's lots and lots of people out here by the beachside on the weekend. They're playing the beautiful Brazilian national anthem, one of my favorite anthems in the world, but I am disturbed by this gathering. It is very right-wing, pro-Bolsonaro. Unfortunately, oh, it's really windy, by the way, extremely windy. Well, so much for my long walk to Rio Vermelho. Very suddenly, a big gust of wind came up and it started pouring. A classic tropical downpour. And I got soaked. It seems to be letting up now, but you know, the forecast this morning when I checked it was for sunny skies. But you know, the weather forecasts here in the tropics are not always very accurate. It'll show sunny skies and it'll rain heavily, and then it'll show rain and it'll be sunny skies. So you can't always believe what the weather forecast says here. I think instead of my 2 to 3 hour walk, I might be heading home right now. That rally or whatever it is that we just passed, I found very, very disturbing. It was a pro-far-right rally supporting the criminal ex-president Bolsonaro. And most shocking, I didn't show it because it was pouring, but there were not only lots of Brazilian flags, but there were American flags here in Brazil, in South America, Latin America, which has a long history of anti-imperialism, anti-American sentiment. And to see those American flags flying, obviously the message is that Bolsonaro and Trump are allies. I find it very, very disturbing. I had to control myself because I am a guest. I'm not a citizen yet, and I'm still a guest in this country. So I was fuming, but sorry, it's so windy, my hat just blew off. I was fuming. You know, this part of Brazil, northeastern Brazil, is not Bolsonaro territory. This part of Brazil voted overwhelmingly for the left-wing candidate, the current president, Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva, who I also support and admire. Probably shocking to see that kind of protest or demonstration here in Salvador. But you know, just like in the United States, Brazil has very sharp division between the left and the right. And just as the United States has its Trump, Brazil has its Bolsonaro. The difference, of course, is that Brazil has put him on trial for doing the exact same thing that Trump did, which was to invade the capital city, Brasilia, and the seat of government. He's on trial, and it looks very likely that he's going to be going to prison for years. We don't know yet, but in a few weeks we'll find out. Compare that to what has happened to Trump. Very, very disturbing indeed. But good for you, Brazil. Okay, the downpour has ended. Hopefully that was just a brief rainstorm. And I am going to try to continue my walk, go back to the beach promenade, and continue on to Rio Vermelho. Let's go. Displaying the Brazilian flag, the American flag. Look at that one right there. It's a combination of the Brazilian American flag and the flag of Israel. These are far right-wing supporters. I'm very disturbed by this, but I have to remember that they are a minority in this part of Brazil. Look at that. Do you see that one flag there? That half of it's the American flag and half of it's the Brazilian flag? That's pretty shocking to see in Latin America, I have to say. Unfortunately, the colors of the Brazilian flag, which are green, yellow, and blue, have been taken over, become a symbol of right-wing politics. You know, the Brazilian flag is beautiful, but one thinks twice before wearing the colors now, because you could easily be confused with a Bolsonaro supporter. Look at those flags there. American flag, Israeli flag, and of course Brazilian flags. I've never seen anything. I'm sure we'd see a lot more. It's down south in Sao Paulo, the southern states, but very rare and unusual to see it up here. Seeing all of these American flags, something you normally would never ever see, is because these right-wing, far right-wing Bolsonaro supporters are also Trump supporters, because of course Trump is trying to help Bolsonaro by imposing 50% tariffs on Brazil. Not a good way to start Sunday morning. I'm going to try to put it out of my mind and have a good walk to Rio Vermelho. I'll concentrate on the beautiful landscape and scenery in front of me, okay? I feel symbolically dirty after passing that. Iemanjá, goddess of the seas and the waters, please wash away that negative energy of that pro-Bolsonaro, pro-Trump protest that I just passed. Ashe! Look at the people and the families bathing in the natural pools down there. Now that's a sight that I like to see. Well, I think I'm going to end my video here today. That unexpected experience was disturbing to me. I'm going to continue my long walk to Rio Vermelho and try to relax, calm down. But I want to share that so you can see another side of reality here in Brazil. And anyway, I wish you all a happy Sunday and a happy week, and thanks for being here. Beijos. Ciao.